A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. On the return, Britton Covey. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. That's caught, it's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Rolling out to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He's contained at the line for no gain. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's able to work this down to the 41. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on. Offense executing early, new set of downs at the 38-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there, no gain. Long-time standout Calais Campbell there for the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the pistol, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they get this down to the 28. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They got it off that fumble recovery to end the first. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Second down carry for Achane. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. They're set up at the 35 now. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Dolphins looking at 1st and 10. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First and 10, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, here we go, second down. Trying again, following the set. Escapes the pocket. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. They put a receiver in motion right. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. First down, here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 13 at the 37-yard line.
Working quickly here. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
12 yards on the play. Leads to
Third down run from Achane. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Tua off the play fake. Finds his fullback. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they get this down to the 28. That play good for 17 on a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Tagovailoa on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They motion the tight end over. Achan will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Achan again on 2nd. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. The bat's got it. And in for the Miami touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. Mahomes will throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for two, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for two and really put the pressure on them.
Two and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Complete, Smith has it. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw caught by Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, it's Tua. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal. That's a 9-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Tua now, third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. John Smith from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In motion, Hill. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, Achane. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth-quarter possession. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. Now inside the 25. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 8. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here's 1st and goal. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now Tua. Once again, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Tua. On the give, this is their fullback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing Tua. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Sanders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mahomes. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, They made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
That is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. This is 1st and 10. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.